Hey guys, it's Jess, and as you can see, I have 4 orchids here. And these are 4 orchids I got while I was away. That's what I'm gonna call it. I got 4 catasetum type and 4 seedlings. So we'll start with the seedlings first. So these 4 seedlings actually came from a Facebook vendor. I believe her name is Jacqueline. I don't remember her last name. And Jess sent them to me. Jess is my orchid friend that sent me the orchid mail, and she got these from me while Jacqueline was having a seedling sale. So she got them for me, and I'm pretty happy and excited to grow these. One of these seedlings actually was on my wish list, and that is this one, the rustic spots here. And I think they really didn't have any good roots when I got them. The only one that actually had good roots was this Vanda type. So I was kind of bummed out about that, but I can care for them and grow them and hopefully create new roots. So yeah, this one is the rustic spots. And you can see it has like multiple growths. Obviously it's gonna take years for it to grow, but I'm excited to care for it. These seedlings are sitting in this tray, and this black tray, this one right here, it's a leftover tray from Applebee's, so I got that because that's all I had in my room. And I got some Lego pebbles, and I put them here, and then I put water here once in a while, so it can create humidity for them, and hopefully that humidity will promote root growth for these 4 seedlings. So yeah, this is the rustic spots, and it doesn't look bad at all, so I'm excited about this one. This one is a dendrobium, and I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these left because I will mess up their name. So here it is. And here it is. The growths actually look good. This one actually is separated from this one, so this one's a completely different growth. It's not connected at all to these two. So I have technically 2 plants here. So yeah, that the left one right here is really small compared to the right one right here. So it's growing this new leaf, and there's this one which is not doing anything at all. So yeah, let me stick this here before I forget which one is which. So the next one is, oh yeah, this one was a Cattleya type, Dendrobium, Cattleya, and Vanda type. So here it is. Okay, and it has 3 bulbs. You can tell there's a root right here by my finger, and this one's actually not doing that good. So you can tell right here the leaves are a bit wrinkly, and that's a sign of dehydration. So I'm hoping that these bulbs plump up. The wrinkles will never leave the leaves, so the wrinkles will always stay in the leaves, which is a bad thing because it doesn't look that pretty, but hopefully I can plump up their bulbs. And this is the last seedling. Okay, this one is the one with the good roots. You can kind of see the roots here. And look at this. It looks pretty good. So these are going to take years for them to grow and bloom. So in the meantime, they are going to stay in this tray, and they will stay there until they outgrow their pots. And I actually ran out of pots, so what I did is I cut a plastic cup. You can kind of tell right here. And I think I put a hole, put a hole here. Yeah, I put a bunch of little holes there so it can drain the water. And these are 2 pots I had from plants that I've repotted. So, yep. These are 4 that I got, 4 seedlings. I got them from Jess, so thank you, Jess. And let's get on with the catasetums. So these 2 catasetums are from the same place, and these are from Clown Alley Orchids. And I was very disappointed with what I got, because this right here was $73. 2 orchids for $73, and they don't look good. This one is definitely a back bulb, or these 2 are back bulbs, just because these back bulbs shouldn't be that shriveled. Oh my god. Okay, this is a Catasetum Lavina. I just forgot. I didn't say what Catasetum this was, but this is the Lavina. And yeah, the back bulbs shouldn't, I mean the new bulbs shouldn't be this shriveled, so that led me to believe that this was a back bulb. And this one right here, the one I'm touching, actually its bulb is starting to get squishy towards the bottom, so we can assume that it's going to eventually die because of rot or something. And I actually got this Catasetum taped in the pot because it didn't have any roots at all, so they just taped it on top of the pot, which it's not, no, I don't like that. I'd rather them send it, you know, like this. I wouldn't mind it. So this was $28, and I guess that's okay. A bit expensive for the price, but this, yeah, I would not buy this for this price. So I was expecting something much better, because I had bought the Clowesia Gray Stuns from them, and it was slightly better. So yeah, this is the second one I got, and this one's the Catasetum Fimbriatum Golden Horizon, and this is a species, and this is what $35 got me. 1 bulb. And you might say, Jess, it doesn't look wrinkly or anything. It's pretty good, you know, it's 1 bulb. It's a species. Right, but look at this. I don't know if you can really tell right here, but there's a dent here. It's been munched on by something, and that something, pretty sure is snails, because I did receive 2 snails with my Clowesia Gray Stuns, so I was not happy about this purchase, because once again it's $73, and I could have gotten way better at Sunset Valley Orchids. So I emailed them and they gave me a full refund, which I'm happy they did, and they let me keep the orchids. So I'm going to try to, hopefully they'll put out like growths that will flower next year, because they are technically blooming size, but we'll see what they do this year, or next year, should I say. I'm pretty confident these won't bloom this year, just because they're not in the best shape. So what I did is, I just cut all the, well, this one didn't have any roots, so I just cut this roots, and just put them like this, just because I didn't know what the media had, because both of them came in pots, and I was afraid that I might get more snails, so I just unpotted them. So these might not bloom this year, which is fine. They're in recovering mode right now, so yeah. Yeah, the Catasetum Lavina actually was on my wish list too, so yay, I got 2 orchids from my wish list crossed off. But I'm not done there yet. So the next one I got is this beauty, and you can tell this is a new growth. It is an active growth, and this one is the Fred Clarkiera After Dark SVO Black Pearl from Seattle Orchids. And this is the very first time I purchased from them. It was not $39. It was actually where is this? It was actually $28, I believe, and it was advertised as near blooming size. But look at this back bulb. This will definitely bloom this when it actually matures, just because this bulb is pretty darn big. So I'm pretty confident this one's gonna bloom once it matures. Look at its leaves. So yep, it's going to bloom whenever it matures. I don't know why it's off schedule. I guess the Catasetum schedule, because around this time it should be going dormant, not growing a new growth, you know? So this one's crossed off the wish list, which I'm very excited. And I was a bit skeptical to buy from them just because I didn't know if they had any bug problems, and I really couldn't unpot this right now just because the roots are in active growth. And right here in this phase, you do not want to disturb the roots, just because it's putting so much energy creating roots so it can maintain the new bulb, so it can feed the new bulb. So I really didn't want to unpot it, so I was very worried it was gonna have insects, snails especially. But so far so good. I did smell the media, just because a media that smells bad will let you know that the media is old and it's pretty bad for the orchid. But it's all good. Actually the media looks pretty new, so they might have potted it this year, or when this one was starting to grow. So yeah, there was also the whole fusarium thing going on Facebook on the Orchaholics Anonymous, so I was a bit skeptical about buying from them, just because if I did get a plant with fusarium, it might infect my other ones. But I took the risk, and I don't think I'll ever know if it has fusarium until I see how it grows, or if I ever divide this orchid, I'll know if it has it. So this one I'm definitely making sure it doesn't share any water with the rest, even though I don't share water with my orchids, don't share water right now. I'm being extra careful with this one, just because I do have a lot of orchids right now and I've spent a lot of money on them, so I'm being extra careful with it. So I'm very happy though that I got it from Seattle Orchids, and I actually got the last one. So I was very excited about that too. I was happy that I saw it just in time. So, yep. And the last one. This is the orchid that got me into Catasetum orchids. And if you guys have watched any of my videos, actually Catasetum videos, you will know that I've been looking for the Rebecca Northern Grapefruit Pink. And I find, well, it can, nope, I'm not gonna be able to read, there you go. And I got it from the man himself, Fred Clark. So I originally called Fred Clark to buy Catasetum, no, it was a Clowesia Jumbo Lace, but he sadly didn't have it. So that was on my wish list, the Clowesia Jumbo Lace. So I went ahead and asked him, do you happen to have Rebecca Northern Grapefruit Pink for sale? Because I've been going like mad woman looking for it everywhere. And he said he was gonna check, and while he was checking it, I was really nervous because he doesn't have it listed on his division sale, and he said he did. So I obviously didn't hesitate, and I got this orchid right away. So it did come to me with like tinges, is that a word, tinges? I don't even know, but it like a bit yellow, but not this much, just like this one. And in a matter of days, all this happened. Like, it's turning yellow, so this one's going dormant. And Fred Clark told me that this one was going to flower this year. So he said, he actually, I think he even looked at the orchid and he's like, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna flower this year. So I can't wait for it to flower, because this is the orchid I've been wanting the most. And when I say that, I mean, like, I would Google search any vendors that had, you know, that might have this, and nobody had it, and I would Google them maybe like once a week, and finally my search is over. I got it. So it has this old growth, or old bulb. And this one, this new growth right here, and this one right here too. And actually, it looks like the new growth right here put up this one, because look at the way they're connected. So yeah, I'm hoping that both of these spike, because if they do, it's going to be quite a show. So yeah, I finally got one, guys. Let me put this back here. It's not like I'm gonna forget who this is, because this is my baby right now. So yeah, if you guys did like the video, please leave a like, comment down any future videos you guys want me to do, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And also subscribe if you guys want to see the new orchids I have coming in, because I've been a bad orchid person, or orchaholic, and I've bought more orchids. So I will be making a video about the new orchids I've gotten. Yeah, because these are Facebook orchids. Anyways, I'm gonna stop. Okay, thank you guys for watching.